I want people to get out of the mindset that is just about what I like to eat, what tastes good, and really realize that food is not just fuel. It is fuel, does give us energy, but it contains information that sends innumerable messages to your cells and your genes.
Yeah, and Pastor, like avocado, we think avocado is good for everybody, but actually for O blood types, it's not, they're saying there that it's not good for us.
Oh, wow.
Right? So there's certain things that we may feel that is healthy, but wouldn't go
does it work for you?
Right. It doesn't work for you. So again, if you want to know a guide, then reach out to Pastor. You have the blood type.
Yes, we do use it as a part of the program.
So, and again, everything is in moderation.
Yes, that is so key. Balance is everything.
But the greens, like green, anything, kale, anything green is wonderful.
Kale is a really good example. It's considered a superfood. It's a very good example of a high density nutrient with low calories.
Yes.
You're going to get a bunch of nutrients from it, but the calories are going to be really low.
Yeah,
and so when you're trying to lose weight and you're focusing, and you're focusing on your calorie intake without losing your nutrients, you want to take things into your diet like kale salads. So your body is getting the nutrients it needs, but you're being mindful of how many calories you're taking in, depending on what your weight loss goals are. And so it's so much that goes into it, and it is really about getting the advice and understanding your body and what you need and what you don't need and where you're trying to go. What's the outcome I'm trying to obtain? That is the key, because that really determines what you should be doing in the different intake of these different macronutrients that are a part of our overall health. Another thing that is also as important is micronutrients, right? Our vitamins and our minerals is so important. We talk about this a lot, and you're great with, recommending different supplements for the body and deficiencies that we have. But we have over 96 different minerals in our body. And that's just so amazing to me, because how many of us are really getting the minerals we need? Knowing that, even like water, 60% of our body is made up of water. So if we're not drinking water, we need to put in our bodies what we're made of, because that is what's going to produce the health and the healing that we all desire to have, And so making sure that not only are we getting the proper macronutrients into our diet, but micronutrients as well, vitamins and minerals. What's your take?
Right, and what came to my mind when you were talking, how some people just swell, like their hands. And,
inflammation.
Right, and that's because sometimes you're not feeding your cells, so your cells hold on to whatever it can, and your body begins to swell.
Oh, wow.
It's sort of like a fish out of water. When you take a fish out of its natural element, it flatters. So what happens to us as human beings, we swell. We get tired. You want to sleep all the time, is because of nutrition. So when you begin to take your vitamin, the minerals and vitamins that your body is lacking, you will begin to see that you will the swelling of your body would go down. The water retention, that you'll begin to move better, and things like that, like even joint pain.
Yes.
All those things can be eliminated by taking the right nutrition. And like you and I know, Pastor, one imbalance will send the whole body off. Right. So there are minerals and vitamins that you don't get from the foods you eat that we need to intake that too. And so water, sunlight, vitamins, the proper food intake, fruits and vegetables, very important. Berries, antioxidants, Alzheimer's, that can help A lot of berries will help a great deal with memory.
Oh, that's good.
Because it's antioxidant.
Right.
So just when you think of healthy eating, think of the good stuff.
Right.
You know, eliminate the the ones that we like, your potato and rice and things like that. Also hydration. You know that when you hydrate your food,
Yeah.
there's a hydrating machine. I think
Oh, wow, I didn't know.
very inexpensive.
Oh, wow.
You could if you must have French fries, you could do it instead of frying it. You could
Right, like the air
bake
fryer is
it.
big now. Yes,
Yeah,
bake
things
it,
like
yeah.
that. So
Removing the oil, excess oils.
yeah,
and
we
things,
have so much different options now.
Yeah.
And with your service too, again, we're going back to Pastor's service, you can guide people on what to take. So it's a win-win situation here.
So in addition to, our macronutrients, our micronutrients, there's phytonutrients, which are chemicals, biological chemicals that come from our plants, right? And they are known to be very healing to the body. They don't have nutrients in it, but they have chemicals in it that actually heal sickness and disease. So that's why when we're not feeling well, it's so important to really infuse our diets with plants, right? Vegetables. Your mom used to tell you all the time, eat your vegetables. There's a reason for
So
that.
what came to my mind when you said that is the chlorophyll.
Okay.
The liquid
Right,
chlorophyll.
chlorophyll,
So that's extracted from a plant.
Yes.
And what that does, the chlorophyll, oh my goodness, it's that green substance that's bottled.
Like the algae.
And it is so wonderful. It gives the body oxygen. It nourishes the blood.
Oh, wow.
It helps with digestion. It has so much benefits.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's and there's so many beautiful things that comes from
Right.
the extraction of
Plants and vegetables.
plants and vegetables, fruits.
Yes.
That
are very healing to the
yes,
body.
indeed. And
Yeah.
so
And then we have zoo chemicals, right? And zoo chemicals, of course, it kind of explains itself, comes from animals that are found in animal products like EPA, DHA, which is a fish oil, CLA, which is another fatty acid, and they produce creatine and quercetin in the body as well. And so those also are a part of our health and nutrition and making sure that our body is getting everything that it needs. So to me, it's really about pursuing a balanced diet.
Right.
Pursuing all that everything that God created is for our good. And so when we're beginning to, think about our bodies and wanting to do better and take care of them and be our best, feel our best, look our best, it's important that we maintain that balance in how we do that and not be extreme. A lot of people are very extreme because the truth of the matter is they don't want to be patient. They don't want to go the long way. They want to take the shortcut. Shortcuts will mess you up. You need to take the right way, make it a lifestyle. And I think that some of the things that will help is if we start really looking at some of our limiting factors. What's limiting you from obtaining a better eating habits, from obtaining a better, healthier lifestyle? What are the things that we need to look at? In my studies as a personal trainer, one of the things that they look at is the different types of diets that are all over the world. And what they found is that even though people had different diets and they subscribed to different things, they were getting the same outcome. And what was found is that happens because of the similarities. And the similarities were this: they were aware of what they ate. So food awareness is where you have to start. You have to become aware of what you're eating. The Bible says in Hosea 4:6, my people perish for lack of knowledge. Not knowing that what you're putting in your mouth is either producing life or death will produce death, right?
So
if it's not good for you.
sorry. So how many people come to you, Pastor, that says, you know, I'm struggling from indigestion. I'm feeling bloated and I can't go to the bathroom and you know, I'm having so much issues with constipation and, you know, and digestion and, yeah, and that's a huge issue. Again, you know, look and evaluate what you're putting into your body because fruits and vegetables are going
help you to regulate.
To digest.
Yes, they're going to regulate.
Right?
Yes, yes.
And fruits and vegetables and things like that. And chew your food properly.
Yes.
You know?
That's another limiting factor is how fast we eat, especially for us in our culture. We're always on the go, so we're always trying to hurry up. Take your time, eat. We're eating when we're not hungry. We're not eating when we are hungry. All of those things throw off your metabolism. There's a chemical response going on in the body to what you're eating all the time. And if we don't do it in the order in which we were created, we throw our metabolism off, and then we end up with issues like weight gain and bloating and all of these different health issues that we have because we're not really doing what we're supposed to do. So awareness is number one. You have to be aware that you need to be more conscious about what you're eating. I think when we're more conscious about it, we make better decisions, right?
And portion, right?
Right, and
portions you can't have a pizza and then eat 3 or 4 pieces and
exactly moderation moderation
right so moderation and Pastor, you said something so valuable. Listen to your body. Your body will speak to you, and you must listen to your body.
That is key.
And so, like midnight snacks and things like that, you know, when you get up, you think you just no, you know. So
exactly, and so you know, we want to pay attention, like I was saying, to what you're doing. You know, that's just if you can start there, we have within us the Spirit of God that really leads and directs us into all truth. And if we're honest with ourselves, He convicts us when we're doing things that is contrary to our well-being. So if you know that you have a hang-up on sweets, you know, I've talked to people, I'm telling you, and you say put down the sweets, and their head literally begin to spin in a circle because they are so bound to the sugar. And so it's so important that we begin to really pay attention to what our strongholds are when it comes to eating, you know, and be willing to say, I have a problem with this and I need some help. How do I eliminate this from my diet? How do I break this addiction? And then get the help to be able to do that. A lot of it will come just simply through making that decision and having that accountability, you know? And so eliminating things that we're addicted to is important to gaining your health and getting your nutrition on track.
So, and if there is indeed a sweet addiction, there could be a nutritional need. So in my practice, when there's, we were taught if there's a sweet addiction, that you probably need some lecithin in the body.
Oh, wow. Okay. No. So it all calls back to nutrition. What are we taking in? What are we actually putting into our body? And are we putting the right things that our body needs? And so I just really pray that what we're doing and what we've shared here today will help you to really pay attention, be more mindful about what you are putting into your body. It is so vital to your longevity and you accomplishing the will and the purpose of God for your life. And so we want to be here. We're here to encourage you, to support you, to hold you accountable, to give you the information that you need to be whole. So if you need that help, please feel free to reach out to us. You can reach us at holyhealthandfitness.com. Also, we just launched our new app, Holy Nation app. We're really excited about it. Please go to your app store, download it. There's a wealth of information and knowledge there for your wholeness as well. We so appreciate you joining us. Before you leave, please make sure that you subscribe so that you can also know when we have post videos like this again. Turn your notifications on, please. We appreciate you so much. Thank you for joining us. And until next time, live whole, spirit, soul, and body.